What's up everyone, my name is Ron from Comics and Stuff, and for this episode, we're gonna have a special episode guys because we're going to the Figma, Tommy Tech, Max Factory, ARM JK Variant C minimum style. Now if you're interested in the product number, it is SP-159, but as you saw, this is Variant C. There are two other variants, Variant A and B, but I opted for this one because that's what funds would allow. I mean, they are nicely priced, don't get me wrong, it was at 50 bucks and all of that. So for a Figma figure, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. We're gonna see if that indeed is the case though, once we go through the package. Now to the front, you guys saw what I went through and all of that, but it does show a nice little pose of this Variant C figure. To the top, the same nice pose and everything that I went through. To the left hand side, another pose of her and everything that I went through. To the other side, a nice little cute pose and everything that I went through. To the bottom, barcode legalities, and to the back, several cute poses of the figure, as well as warnings and all of that. But now that we went through the package and everything, let's open it up and check out the figure. And here is the Little Armory Variant C minimum style Figma figure outside of the package. First off, I wanted to show this cool little cutout that came included in the box with instructions right here on the side. It does appear to be a podium. There are some notes, microphone, and it could be a cool little project for you to do if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff. Now, when it comes to the figure, well, height-wise, she stands at about 5¼ inches, a little bit above, a hair above. Now, that's pretty much in line with the Lanna Figma figure, so I kind of expected this going in. What I didn't expect was her accessories. And this is completely my fault, guys, because I was under the impression that she would come with more weapons and all of that, an alternate faceplate at least. She doesn't. And that's my fault again. I should have read the contents that came along with this figure. And of course, it is Little Armory. They're gonna want you to buy their weapons. So, my fault, but what she does come with is a display stand. And there is swivel at the base, various hinges that stay in their place, and Figma written right there at the base. So, it all looks good. My only little gripe is that the letters are written in white for Tommy Tech and made in China. Small little gripe, but it's still a little gripe. She also comes with an instruction booklet though. I'm not gonna go into it and everything. I won't even take it out of the bag that it came in. So be aware it is there though. Now we also have a clear plastic bag for you to put the accessories that she does come with, which by the way guys, although she didn't come with the various other weapons and faceplates, I'm still happy with what she does come with, which is a replacement ball hinge right here. In case, you lose one or something. She also has a separate hairpiece, which is bangs. The look that she got sporting is no bangs. And this I really appreciate because again, she doesn't come with alternate faceplates, so this does change up her look. Got some nice little sculpt and everything, very anime-ish. So I do like that. Now, she comes with 3 pairs of hands other than the ones that she already has. So the ones she got are a pair of open hands, and the ones that come included are several gripping hands, as you guys could see, and a pair of punching hands. There is no paint, but there is some nice sculpt and stuff. By the way, I will get about the no paint part later when we go into the figure, but it's pretty bare. But these hands will come in handy for you to take cool pictures and all of that. Now finally, there is her belt and everything that ports into the belt. There are 3 ports, and the ports are for her med kit. You put that in the back like so. There we go. You also got her holster. Put that in the side. Right here. Like so. And we also got some ammo. At least that's what I'm thinking. It does kind of look like binoculars, but Yeah, let's just call it ammo. And again, none of it got paint. So don't be expecting that. Now, finally, we do got a pistol, and the pistol goes inside the holster like so. They work just fine. I will put it on her later and all of that. Now, let's go with the figure. Like I said, guys, she's very, very bare. In fact, other than the paint on her face, which by the way looks okay, looks like an anime character. I do like how that looks. The sculpt on her hair is alright. But every other part on her, yeah, there's no paint except for her stockings and the lower part of her shoe. So her shoes are brown with a bit of black down there. I don't know if you guys can see it. It is a very dark brown. And her stockings are black. And of course, the paint on her face. There is no paint on her hair or anything like that. No paint on the rest of her body. Her belt is a separate piece. Now, no paint on the gloves. Very, very, very bare figure. I do like what they did with her skirt. They made splits over here at the front and at the back. So posing her is actually not a problem. The skirt doesn't get in the way. I do like how that's made. So I do like the overall look of the figure. Looks very cute, very nice, like an anime character and all of that. So let's go into the articulation. Now, her head got a small ball that's actually connected to her hair. So essentially, it is a ball peg. And there is a small ball connected with a bigger ball that got a peg stuck on her neck. So it affords her to look up just a tiniest of tads, down tiniest of tads. You do get pretty good tilt though, so I'm not mad with that. And rotation. Now for articulation, like most Figma figures, at least that's what I think. You know, I only got Lana, but at least I think most of them carry this ball hinge design. So the ball hinge for her shoulders actually get her above T-pose. You do get rotation, but be aware of how that's, you know, made right there. So yeah, there we go. And of course, you're gonna get some swivel. So that's cool. Her elbows, not much range, but you do get tiny bit of swivel there as well. Ball hinge for the hands that get you swivel and hinge. There we go. Now, I'm not sure what's going on in her torso. Sorry, guys. I couldn't even speak for a second there. But yeah, I'm thinking it's two ball joints right there that allow her to go back this much. Forward. Gets impeded by her blouse. She does got a little bit of tilt and you're gonna get rotation. Now, again, like I said, that skirt does allow a bit of mobility. And she does got some ball joints in there that gets her split again. I like that considering she got a skirt. Forward. Again, considering she got a skirt, you know, you go. It's very, very flexible, by the way. Very, very pliable. And you would have to play around with it in order to get the optimum look. But that works, guys. Back. A bit as well, and again splits on the back, so that works. You do get a little bit of swivel on that thigh. There is ball hinge for the knees that get you tiny bit of swivel, and ball hinges for the feet that get you up, not that much. I mean forward, not that much. Back gets you a bit, and how you place it, you will get your pivot. Now, I'm gonna say this, guys. The joints feel like butter. And that's exactly the feeling that I had with Lana. I mean, they feel like butter. It's fun to pose and everything. So I do like the price and the look and the posability, the fun factor, basically, of this figure. Although I'm not happy with the paints or lack thereof. But now that we did go through it, let's compare her with some other lines and probably put her in a vehicle or two. Starting off our comparisons will be with import figures that I do got with the Solomon 72 cameo figure from Orange Cat Industry on the left, and we got another Figma with Lanna on the right. Of course, Lanna being another Figma, scales pretty dang good with this Variant C figure. Cameo, however, like I said in my review, stands a bit on the tall side. So compared to Variant C right here, I don't think it's a particularly good look. And over here we got her sized up with a domestic line in G.I. Joe Classified series. Now I wanted to put a figure that was on the smaller side, so I opted for Lady J right here on the left, and a figure that's on the more normal size with the Supreme Cobra Commander on the right. Now this Variant C figure does not size up well with Lady J at all, even though Lady J is on the smaller side. So if she doesn't size up well with Lady J, she's not sizing up well with Cobra Commander. This is a fail. And here we got her sized up with another domestic line in Marvel Legends. And again guys, I wanted to compare her with a figure that's on the smaller side of that line, so I opted for the X-23 from the Sauron Build-A-Figure wave. And a figure that's more on the average scale and stuff like that with Cyclops from the X-Men VHS animated series box set. Now compared to Cyclops, yeah, that doesn't work. However, compared to X-23 right here, I mean, she's almost the exact same height, so this actually works, which, you know, looks cool, but it's a problem because X-23 right now is looking out of scale with her own Marvel Legends counterparts. I definitely think we need an updated version of X-23. And now we're starting the vehicle comparisons. Right here, we got her with the Rockstar Bentley. And if you guys saw the video on the Rockstar Bentley, I had to mod it. But I wanted to say, guys, that for her to fit in, you didn't need to mod. As you guys can see, she scales well in front of it, no problem at all. These cars are actually kind of made to look good with, you know, imports more than domestic figures. Now, putting her inside the car, no problem whatsoever. She fits just fine and everything. Her head rests on the headrest right there, so that looks good. That looks alright. Of course, I gotta, like, you know, finagle with it, but you guys get the point. It's a success. And our final comparison will be with the Loadout Chevrolet Corvette. Now, guys, just like the Rockstar one, she looks good in front of it. Like I said, these 1/12 scale vehicles kind of have the scaling with imports more than domestic figures. So, she looks good in front of it. However, going inside, she does not look bad, but I did want to point something out in case you guys got this Loadout Chevrolet Corvette, is that the skirt kind of impedes it, and although Lanna could fit with, you know, the roof on top, she doesn't quite meet that bar because of the hindrance to the skirt. I mean, it could be fudged, but her head hits the roof. So in conclusion, I gotta say, guys, that I enjoyed this figure. And although I was a little unhappy with the accessories that she came with, which was in no part their fault, totally mine, I didn't read the fine print, there are still other weapons from other lines, including Final Faction, which is $1.25, that work perfectly for this Variant C figure. And trust me, that brings up the fun factor to an 11 for me. Now, she's superposable, her joints feel like butter, and she's dang cool. My only little gripe is that she didn't include enough paint. You know, there barely is any at all. There are other variants though, as well as accessory packs and face plates that I saw that are up for pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store. So if you guys are interested, I will leave links down in the descriptions. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like, comment, and subscribe, because all of that stuff helps out the channel. My name is Ron from Comics and Stuff, and I'll check you guys on the next episode. Peace.